Greetings, team! So, if you're like me, you've been rocking the Pixel Buds A series for a few years now. They work, they sound decent, no real complaints. But then Google drops the Pixel Buds 2A. And suddenly, you're wondering, is it time? That's exactly what we're answering today. I've had the A series for a while. The 2A just showed up at my door, and I'm going to give you the honest breakdown. Not just the spec sheet, but whether this upgrade actually makes sense for your wallet. Stick around because I'll give you my final verdict at the end and tell you the one feature that made my decision for me. Let's get into it. Alright, real quick, for anyone who needs the context, the Pixel Buds A series came out back in 2021. They were Google's budget-friendly, true wireless earbuds. No noise cancellation, solid sound for the price, and they've held up pretty well, honestly. The Pixel Buds 2A dropped in late 2025, and it's essentially Google saying, hey, here's everything the A series should have been, same affordable positioning, but they've added some serious features this time around. Price-wise, you're looking at around $129 for the 2A right now. I'll drop the link in the description if you want to check out the current price. It does fluctuate. So the big question is, does $129 buy you a meaningful upgrade, or is this just a minor refresh with a new name? Let's break it down category by category. Okay, I'm going to lead with the thing that matters most, and that's ANC. Active noise cancellation. The A series had zero noise cancellation. None. Zip. If you were on a bus, in a coffee shop, or anywhere with background noise, that noise was coming right through. The 2A has ANC, and it's powered by Google's Tensor A1 chip, the same chip in the Pixel Buds Pro 2. And honestly, for $129, this is impressive. It's not going to block out a jet engine, but it takes the edge off ambient noise in a real and noticeable way. They also added transparency mode, which is the flip side. It lets sound in when you need to hear what's around you. Crossing the street, someone's talking to you, whatever. The A series didn't have this either. For me personally, this is the biggest quality of life upgrade. If you work in a noisy environment, commute, or just want to focus without pulling your earbuds out every 5 minutes, ANC alone might justify the switch. That said, if you work from home in a quiet space and noise has never bothered you, this won't change your life. Sound quality. This is where I want to be straight with you because a lot of reviewers will just say it sounds better without telling you how much better. Both use an 11mm dynamic driver. The 2A has the Tensor A1 chip handling audio processing, which does add some clarity, especially in the high end. The A series always sounded a little flat to me in the treble range. The 2A opens that up a bit. Bass is similar, mids are similar. The biggest difference I noticed is just that 2A sounds a little cleaner and more refined. But we're not talking night and day here. If you handed both to someone who doesn't geek out on audio, they probably would not notice a difference. What is noticeably different is spatial audio. The 2A has it. The A series doesn't. If you watch a lot of video content or play games, spatial audio gives things a wider, more immersive feel. It's one of those features you don't know you're missing until you have it. Battery life. The 2A gets around to 6-7 hours with ANC on, and about 20 hours total with the case. The A series gets roughly 5 hours per charge with a similar case backup. Honestly, not a huge jump, but the fact that the 2A maintains competitive battery while running ANC is pretty solid. ANC usually tanks battery life on those cheaper earbuds. Fit-wise, both use a similar stabilizing arc design. The 2A has a slightly redesigned fin that locks in a little more securely. I'd call it a minor improvement. If the A series always felt secure for you, the 2A will as well. If you always struggled with fit, the 2A probably won't fix that either. These earbuds just aren't for everyone's ear shape. One thing worth mentioning, the 2A case does not have wireless charging. The Pixel Buds Pro 2 does. For $129, that's acceptable. But it's worth knowing if you've got a wireless charging pad on your nightstand. Now here's where things get interesting if you're on a Pixel phone, and I'm guessing most of you watching this are. The 2A has Gemini AI built in. You can summon Google's AI assistant hands-free, get text summaries read to you, ask questions without pulling out your phone. The A series predates all of this, so none of that is there. Small things, genuinely useful. Clear Calling uses the tensor chip to clean up your voice on phone calls. If you take a lot of calls on the go, this is a legitimate improvement over the A-series microphone experience. If you're not on a Pixel phone, some of these features are locked to the ecosystem. You'll still get ANC and good sound, but you lose out on some of the magic. It's worth keeping in mind. Okay, here's the part you actually came for. Upgrade if you use your earbuds in noisy environments, commuting, working in a busy office, at the gym. ANC alone makes this worth it. You're on a Pixel phone and want the full ecosystem experience with Gemini on Audio Switch. Your A-series are starting to show their age. Battery degrading, fit getting looser, that kind of thing. Hold off if you work in a quiet space and noise has never been an issue for you. Your A-series still sounds great and functions perfectly. You're waiting for the Pixel Buds Pro 3, which is rumored for late 2026. If you want the absolute best Google has to offer, that might be worth holding out for. And finally, my personal take. The ANC got me. I didn't realize how much ambient noise I was just tolerating every day until it was gone. That one feature flipped my decision. I'll leave the link to the 2A in the description. It's the Amazon listing, and it's where I grabbed mine. Prices do move around, so check it when you're watching this. That's going to do it for this one, team. If this helped you make a decision on one way or the other, hit that like button. It actually helps more people find the video. And if you're new here, subscribe because we do a lot of fun things on this channel. Drop a comment below. Are you upgrading? Or are you holding out for the Pro 3? I want to know where you're at. Until next time, I'm the Ill-Informed Human. Goodbye.